Hey, what's up you guys? It's Simon. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought it would be fun to kind of do like a draw slash color with me kind of real-time video while I'm answering some fall related questions. Every year on my channel I end up doing a fall tag, but they usually come from like vloggers that are like really ancient like videos that I like scoured the internet for, or like really old Tumblr posts, because like stuff like this isn't too common anymore. I think it was kind of like a hieroglyph of my Tumblr days, but I do one every year on my channel, so I always try to find one that's at least a little bit different every year, so I'm not answering the same exact questions over and over again. They do tend to kind of like vary year by year, but I thought it would be interesting to kind of find a different one, and I ended up finding one from like another artist. I think her name is Michaela Renee. It'll be linked down in the description alongside everything else as usual. But yeah, I thought it was interesting and unique to kind of find one that was from another artist. So yeah, I thought that would be fun to do. This is also my third time coloring this image, so this is the Drawtober for today. I'm doing it day of because this drawing is cursed, I guess. I literally have not been successful creating it yet. Even the printing of this third attempt, you see that it's rainbow at the bottom. That is not intentional. As I was printing it, it was making this really weird sound, and I turned around and it was like crooked in the print deck, so I scooted it over and then it finished and it was rainbow. This is supposed to be her familiar, so he is magic, so I guess that means that I'm gonna run with it. Anyways, getting into the actual questions now, because that is what the point of this video is supposed to be. The first question is favorite fall drink, and to no one's surprise, my favorite fall drink is a pumpkin spice latte. It's kind of switched up a little bit in the past years how I enjoy a pumpkin spice latte. I usually only ever drank them hot, but I've been drinking them iced this year, as you can probably tell. I didn't really used to drink coffee, or not coffee, I didn't used to drink iced coffee at all until this year. I was like a strictly hot coffee kind of person, and now that's sort of changed. I do take them hot when it's kind of cold outside, just because like when it's cold outside, I don't want to hold a cold drink because I literally will be shivering and shaking, which is not fun. I've also been kind of experimenting with like adding stuff to it when I'm home. I have like these cinnamon sticks, like full like bark cinnamon sticks. I had to make a hot coffee the other day, and I put one of those in there, and it was a very nice, very delightful. I hate making hot coffee at home too, because I usually have like Folgers, and I don't like the taste of it. It's very like kind of bitter. I'm more of like a sweet coffee person. I don't like it to be like super sugary, but I do like you know, a little bit of sweetness in there, and I feel like Folgers is too bitter for me. I don't really like any home roast coffee. I have yet to find a brand that I actually enjoy, so I have to end up dressing it with stuff like the cinnamon sticks and honey and all that, which isn't like the end of the world. But I do like some sugary sweetness in there, so I've been mixing and matching. But overall, my favorite fall drink 100% is a pumpkin spice latte. I know it's very basic, but it's very good, and I will continue to drink it until it no longer exists. Favorite Halloween movie. Okay, so this one is really hard, especially this year, because I do this thing where I get way too like hype about fall. So by August 1st, I'm getting like way in a like funky Halloween mood. I'm like watching Over the Garden Wall obsessively. I'm buying candy corn, all that sort of thing. I bust out my pumpkin candles and stuff like that. And I really need to stop doing that, because by the time it gets to actual October, actual Halloween, I'm kind of like burnt out. But also this year, I haven't been able to really like enjoy any of the fall activities that I normally do. It's been very like upsetting. I did watch Over the Garden Wall all the way through once, so I can say that I at least did one of my all-time fave traditions that I always do every year. But like a lot of the movies that I usually like binging, like Halloween Town, I watched it yesterday and I was like, you know, it didn't have the same nostalgia that I wanted it to have. Right at the very end of the movie, I did get kind of like that little nostalgia factor. But like throughout the whole thing, I was kind of just like absentmindedly like doing other things and not really paying attention like I normally would. I know I'm a little old for Halloween Town. I'm 22 years old, but like still, I grew up watching Halloween Town. It was my favorite freaking movie when I was a kid. All of the Halloween Town movies were. And even last year, I remember in my like friend group, we all got together on Discord and screen shared Halloween Town. So even last year, I was really into watching that. I'm sorry if this is shaking so much. Y'all are on such a wibbly wobbly thing. I have yet to find something that I can pin this to that will make it not shake, but at the same time it's like the best tripod I've ever had in regards to being able to get you guys in the proper angle and actually see you. So we're gonna have to work on that. Anyways, yeah, I've just been really struggling like enjoying my favorite movies. I don't know what it is. It's really weird. I haven't even tried to watch any of my Tim Burton faves. Like I have not touched Nightmare Before Christmas. I have not touched Corpse Bride because I'm scared that I'm gonna turn them on and be like, I don't like this movie as much as I thought I did. But maybe, you know, maybe I need to bite the bullet and try to watch one of them, and hopefully I will get that vibe back, if that makes sense. But if I had to pick like a favorite, I guess I would say probably anything Tim Burton, or like the Twitches movies with Tia and Tamara Mowry, because they were just they're really good. I like them a lot. I did start Twitches and I got kind of that vibe yesterday, so hopefully I just need to keep like pushing myself instead of like convincing myself not to watch them, and then I will be able to get in my funky Halloween spirit and enjoy myself a little bit more. I am gonna make dang sure next year though that I kind of wait at least until September. It's probably not gonna happen, but I'm gonna tell myself that it will. Next question is favorite place to cozy up in the fall time. Okay, so this one is gonna be pretty dang obvious, but it is my bed. I recently moved to have like a floor bed instead of like a traditional, I guess, like bed frame and stuff like that, and it is so comfortable, especially because I have like literally, I counted, I think I have like 11 blankets. Most of them are throw blankets, but there are some comforters in there. And it is big cozy to have like a mountain of blankets and just chill and watch stuff. I'm very much comfortable, especially if it's kind of like rainy outside. I really love when it's kind of like it's stormy, it's dark, I'm looking for a pencil. I just think it's a really, really comfortable kind of like setting, I guess. So yeah, in the bed if it's raining. Lately though, I have been enjoying like sitting at my desk. I'm doing it right now with the window open and kind of like the curtains drawn just a tiny bit. The curtains aren't drawn right now because I need the light, but I have been enjoying just kind of like having the windows open with the curtains shut, and letting kind of like that cool air breeze through, because I'm so grateful it's not summer anymore. It is so hot in the summer here. I despise summer. It is my least favorite holiday. It is so warm. I'm always so sweaty. So having kind of like a reminder that's like, hey, it's cold outside is so very lovely. I like it a lot. So yeah, I think that definitely is probably my favorite place. Next question is favorite candy to eat on Halloween. So this has been such a struggle for me recently as well, because I, despite recent years, have not really been enjoying candy lately. The only thing I would say that I've been enjoying consuming candy-wise lately are mini M&Ms, which is like really oddly specific, but yeah, I've been really into some candy M&Ms lately, and not really anything else at all, so that's definitely kind of a hard one for me to answer. Probably like candy with nuts in it too, maybe like Snickers or something like that. My favorite all-time candy used to be Reese's, like just the peanut butter cups, and now I'm kind of like, well, I never want to eat a Reese's again. And the same thing happened with Crunch Bars. Crunch Bars were my all-time favorite. If it was like, if I was out trick-or-treating, I would literally like beg my brother, I would trade him every candy I had to get his Crunch Bars because I wanted them so badly, and now I can't stand them because I literally ate them so much that they make me sick to even like think about eating a Crunch Bar. I don't think like mini M&Ms really count as Halloween candy though, so I don't know. I guess mini M&Ms, but if that doesn't count, then I'm lost. I have no words. I have no idea. Literally nothing is striking a chord with me in that regard. The next question, candy corn, fantastic candy or absolute trash? I think candy corn is fantastic, and if you dislike candy corn, I don't know how to explain this to you, but you're wrong. It weirds me out so much that people are so like hateful of candy corn. Like, you do understand that it is just marshmallow, correct? Like it is literally marshmallow. I have made candy corn and marshmallow from scratch. It's the same thing. Candy corns are just hard marshmallows. I love the taste of marshmallows, hate the texture of marshmallows. I don't like that they're airy and fluffy. It's really weird. It's like a bad feeling in my mouth. My mouth like foams up when I eat mushrooms, when I eat marshmallows, just because of the texture. It's so funky. I very much dislike it. But with candy corn, it's like, yes, this is hard, this is delicious. And the thing that people complain about candy corn the most is not the texture, it's the flavor. And to that, I don't understand. Like, if you like marshmallows, you should like candy corn. There is not a difference other than the texture. It's the same ingredients, it's just a different like finishing process, if that makes sense. So yeah, if you're a candy corn hater, please tell me why, because I don't get it. I don't understand it. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. I have literally a ginormous bag. Well, it's not ginormous, it's like a normal bag of candy corn, but like, I do be eating it. It is really good. Oh my gosh. This isn't part of the fall tag, but I found this little pillow at Walmart, and he's a ghostie, and he's not very much in frame, but he is adorable. He's like so tiny, he looks so good on my bed next to all my other little fall pillows. I think he's adorable. But yeah, candy corn is delicious. If you don't think so, you confuse me, please explain. I would love to hear why you dislike candy corn in the comments, because I don't get it. I don't get it. It's very confusing. The next question is favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn. Bonus points if you show us a picture. So I don't have any pictures that I know of, and this isn't necessarily like my favorite Halloween costume, but it is the Halloween costume that I know I wore several years in a row. So clearly as a child, it was my favorite costume. I was Hannah Montana probably 3 or 4 years in a row, like several freaking times. I was Hannah Montana. I was obsessed with it. I had the wig, I had the microphone, like I was going all out for this costume every stinking year. I really loved doing it. It was the same exact costume. Like, I wasn't going out and getting a different Hannah Montana costume every year. It just was that costume, and I held on to that thing for dear freaking life until I was like, I don't like Hannah Montana anymore. I'm grown up now. I want to be a witch. So yeah, I was definitely Hannah Montana quite a few times. The next one, however, is least favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn. And this is kind of like, it's my least favorite, but it's also technically not, because again, at the time, I really loved this costume, and I was only this costume one time, and I held on to it for quite a bit. I don't even know necessarily, why won't this pen write what it was called. It was like this punk rock, like zombie emo, I don't even know what it was. It had like stripy like tights and like this pink tutu and all this stuff, and I as an adult dislike it because I remember like it was falling apart like the whole night. I was having to like pull stuff up or like, you know, fix parts of my costume. And even though I loved how it looked because I was super emo at the time and I was like, oh yes, I look so cool, it was so annoying to have to like continue fixing that over and over and over again. My also another least favorite Halloween costume that was not my least favorite at the time was I was like a femme Jason Voorhees, and like looking back on those pictures I looked so stupid. I literally hate it, but at the time I was like, yeah, I look really cool, I look so edgy. No, I do not. No, I don't. It's really bad. I can see it in my head, hate it, dislike it, but at the time I thought I looked great. Next question is favorite fall food / food you like to eat at this time of year. So this is gonna be hard because I'm very chubby. I do be loving of food, and fall time is like literally all my favorite snacks come out to play. Like it's actually insane, and I am not drawing. I need to do that. I guess one of my favorites probably is pumpkin pie. Obviously, like it's fall, you have to eat pumpkin pie. If you don't like pumpkin pie, also tell me in the comments why you don't. Like, why are you strange? I don't get that. If you're allergic, that doesn't count, but like if you're not allergic, why don't you like pumpkin pie, you strange thing? I do be loving pumpkin pie. I also like, there's this family recipe I have that's just like a roll. It's like a pickle roll. It's like horseradish and cream cheese, and I forgot to color her body. What am I doing? It's horseradish, cream cheese, dried beef, corned beef, and pickles, and you roll it up and it's yummy and good. And it sounds really gross, but I swear to God, it is delicious. And we always make those around the holidays. I also like pumpkin flavored anything, so like pumpkin cookies, pumpkin, God, what did I see the other day? I saw something that frightened me. It was yogurt, and I was like, that seems like it would be really nasty. I love pumpkin flavored everything, but that alone, the texture in my brain just sounded disturbing. If you have had pumpkin spice yogurt, please tell me if it's good or not, because that sounds sour. It sounds funky, and I can't fathom the idea of that. I also make like this Swiss roll cake with my husband that's like it's just a pumpkin Swiss roll with cream cheese. Obviously it's very popular with literally everybody in the family. We're constantly having to make, like, I think last year we made like close to 10 at least. We made I think 6-ish for Thanksgiving and then more for Christmas. So we was making quite a few of those rolls. They're really, really good. Those are of course, again, pumpkin flavors. But if I'm trying to like sit down and be comfy cozy, just like soup. I like, my mom makes like a cheesy potato soup. I like Panera's loaded baked potato soup. My husband makes really, really good chicken noodle soup. So just like soup in general, because it's warm, it's nice, it's comfy, especially if it's freezing outside or I'm sick. I got really sick around, I think like a week or so ago. I just felt like super miserable. I couldn't move, and he made me chicken noodle soup, and it was great. I was literally living life. So anything soup related, I really enjoy. Her eyelashes are totally blending into the hair. I need to fix that somehow, but we will figure that out later. The next question is tea, coffee, cider, or hot chocolate. And the answer is all of them. I won't pick one. My favorite thing to drink in the morning is definitely iced coffee or coffee, whichever. But like if I was to like go to an event or something and they were selling apple cider, I'm gonna drink the cider. If I run out of coffee, I'm gonna drink tea. If it's Christmas though, hot chocolate. Every day hot chocolate, especially with I love to get like the little dollar store candy canes and just plop them right into my hot chocolate. I think it makes them like super cute, very festive, but also like it just tastes good. It's like the same concept as like mint chocolate chip, you know, it's just good. It tastes nice. I also really like the hot chocolate with little marshmallows in it. I think that's definitely the best. Like I said, I don't like the texture of marshmallows, but the tiny marshmallows will kind of like melt, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't like foam up my mouth because they're so little that they're gone once they hit my mouth. So yeah, I definitely like those little guys. But yeah, I can't pick a favorite out of all of those because I genuinely like really enjoy all of the above. So yeah. The next one is least favorite thing about fall. Literally nothing. Like I can't think of a single thing I dislike about the fall. I think the only thing I can kind of say is that this, again, is not entirely true because I do love it, but I also hate it for one specific reason. I don't like that the leaves are falling right now because for the last like how many months, like 6 or 7 months, I have been using like plant backdrops, like leaves and stuff from my backyard as like you know, backdrops for my Instagram posts or for shop photos and stuff like that. So now it's like everything's dead, there are no leaves. What do I take pictures against? Of course I have like the little like backings that I got that I do use for some pictures, but like for the video portion, what am I gonna video against? I don't know, man. I don't know. So I like the leaves are falling. I like that they're changing colors. I think it's super adorable. However, the photography part is quite a question for me. I don't know what I'm gonna do in that aspect. I'm kind of worried about it, but I'm sure I will figure it out at some point. But there's literally nothing else about fall that I dislike. I love the weather, I love the movies, I love the everything. So there's really nothing I can say as far as that goes. The next question is a favorite fall time activity. This is also the last question. I'm not very far on this illustration, so if I don't finish it, I'll just pop the finished version on screen. But the what was the question? I forgot. Favorite fall time activity. Oh my god, my brain today is not, I'm so scattered. I think my favorite activity has got to be, despite literally everything I've been saying in this video, like just watching like spooky stuff, especially if I have like a candle going and like you know, snacks and all that. I love me like a chill movie day. I haven't been able to, like I said, get into any of my favorite movies this time of year, but I have been watching like a lot of true crime documentaries and stuff like that. I've been watching a lot of like Stephanie Harlow and Molly Burke and Eleanor Neal. I don't know why I said her name, like you should just know, but yeah, Eleanor Neal and all that. I've been watching a lot of documentaries and things because like it's kind of like, you know, it kind of gets you in that mood, especially because of the way that they talk sometimes. It's very low, it's very quiet, very calming. And that's the main like sound vibe, I guess, is just calming. Sometimes I do be getting freaked out because obviously it is like crime. So sometimes they'll say something and I'm like, whoa, and I'm instantly like not at ease anymore. But like, you know, sometimes their voices just be really soothing. And sometimes, you know, the cases, especially like the solved ones where everybody ends up like being safe and being okay, are obviously really good. And so like I can, you know, kind of chill a little bit easier when I listen to those. Those are the cases I do actually tend to watch the most, but you know, not every case is gonna be like that, unfortunately. I really wish it was. Watching true crime sometimes really be stressing me out and changing my view on the entirety of the world. So yeah, sometimes true crime is not the best thing to watch when you want to get fall cozy comfortable, but sometimes it is. It really just depends on what's going on. So that obviously, like I said, is the last question. I'm probably going to finish this up off camera because, you know, it's looking a little rough and this illustration is already cursed enough. I'm gonna need to do as much work as I can, but I will come back to you guys when the drawing is all finished. Okay, so here is the final piece, which means that that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, and also feel free to check out all the links down in the description where you can find all my social media, as well as, of course, a link to this tag. I also, of course, as always, want to give a huge shout out to my patrons, Elise Thompson, Duran, Mandy, Sleeps, Kruhi, and Created by Twins. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for continuing to support me every single month, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.